Learn with Champak presents a beginner-friendly pass or fail prediction model, first in Python with TensorFlow, then in the browser with TensorFlow.js. Our model receives one value in the student's marks. It must learn to produce 0 for fail and 1 for pass. In the examples, 40 is the pass boundary. The passing marks, as you know. TensorFlow builds and trains the neural network. NumPy stores the numeric data. Matplotlib draws the graph. X contains the marks, Y contains the known answers. Each 0 or 1 in Y labels the mark at the same position in X. These labeled pairs teach the model. Dividing every mark by 100 scales the inputs from 0 to 1. For example, 40 becomes 0.4. This is normalization. Sigmoid is the activation used letter, not the name. Not the name of the scaling operation. Normalization changes the scale without changing the meaning. 10 marks becomes 0.1, 40 marks becomes 0.4, and 90 marks becomes 0.9. The input shape is 1 because each example contains only one feature marks. Tester has one neuron because we need one output. Sigmoid keeps the output between 0 and 1. Sigmoid converts the neuron's raw value into a number between 0 and 1. We interpret a value below 0.5 as fail and a value of 0.5 or more as pass. Adam adjusts the neuron's weight and bias. Binary cross-entropy measures error for a two-class problem. Accuracy reports how often the predicted class matches the known label. Model.fit trains the network. One epoch is one complete pass over all training examples. Verbal 0 hides the progress messages while 1000 epochs repeatedly refine the decision boundary. The graph shows the labeled example. Multiplying x by 100 restores the familiar marks scale on the horizontal axis. What is the sum from fail to pass at 40? Now we test 4 marks. These 4 marks, these values are normalized exactly like the training data. The empty result list will correct each final 0 or 1 prediction. Predict returns a two-dimensional array, so prediction 0, 0 extracts its single value. The if statement converts the continuous value into a class using the 0.5 threshold. "17 and 35 are labeled as failed, 40 and 75 are classified as pass. Random initialization can change the exact decimal predictions on another run, while the expected classes remain similar. The second graph must use test function results. This fixes the horizontal final plot which accidentally displays x and y training data for a second time. Next, we build the same model in a web page. Language changes from Python to JavaScript, but the machine learning workflow remains the same. The script tag loads TensorFlow.js from a content delivery network. One button starts asynchronous training. The other button tests the trained model. The browser uses ordinary JavaScript arrays. Map divides every mark by 100 and returns the normalized X values. However, it's all the same failed and passed labels as before. A sequential model contains layers in order. A single dense net neutron has its own input and uses sigmoid. Atom binding cross-entropy and accuracy play the same roles as in the Python. TensorFlow.js needs tensors for training. Tensor2D creates a matrix with one row per example and one column per value. Await pauses the function until model.fit completes all 1000 epochs. The epoch callback prints the loss every 100 epochs. This pose releases the memory and used by the training tensors. This is especially important in a browser where repeatedly creating tensors can otherwise waste memory. For each test mark, TensorFlow2D creates one example with one feature marked. Model.predict returns an output tensor. Data sync reads a single numeric value and the conditional expression chooses pass or fail. The console displays the mark, prediction value, and results. Both tensors created during each iteration and dispose immediately, keeping memory use under control. Always train before testing. If test model is picked first, the model still has random weights, so its predictions have not learned the pass boundary. Don't do this. The syntax differs, but both programs store the same examples, build one sigmoid neuron, and compile the same learning choices, train for 1000 epochs, and apply the same 0.5 threshold. This one neuron learns only two parameters, a weight and a bias. Whether they place a smooth sigmoid transition near the pass mark. The 0.5 threshold then turns that smooth output into a class. This tiny model is designed to explain binary classification. It has 1D11 examples and one feature with no separate validation data. It should not be used to make real decisions about the students. Checkpoint explains why marks are normalized, why the model has one input, why sigmoid is useful, how the threshold creates a class, and why browser tensors are disposed. We have built the same binary classifier in Python and JavaScript, continue with Pascal's confusion and matrices and models that use several input features. Keep learning with Champak. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and also your comments are very valuable. Please send them.